Be free.
We are here next to Lake Tanganyika. Morning. Just woke up. Oh, actually, I woke up quite a while ago. Was lying in bed thinking about stuff. Didn't sleep too bad. The mattress was okay. As long if it's not one of those banana mattresses, I usually sleep okay. I'm gonna see if I can get the bank machines to work now to pay this man his money. Maybe I'll even take a motorcycle taxi if one passes me just for fun. So let's go. Mpika, it's kind of a nice name. It's got a nice ring to it, but this is an extremely unaesthetic and crappy place. I wouldn't advise this place as a travel destination. Just drive through as quick as possible. Couldn't get the car to work in any of the ATMs. But we're making another plan. I'm gonna airtel him money or put money into his airtel account when I get to Mbala. But should you visit this town, Mpika, in Zambia? Absolutely not. It's a terrible place. It's dirty. It's basically a trucker stop. Nothing seems to work, really. There's nothing to see here. And it's just a dirty trucker stop town. And you're lucky if you get running water. So this is a place to avoid. It's not Free Wild World approved. I'm here at the bus station waiting for the bus now. All I have is a ticket and 20 kwacha left. Feeling pretty vulnerable. But yeah, it's shit if you can't get to cash when you're kind of in the middle of nowhere. But at least we're on our way, I think, and it should be okay.
It was a long, rugged journey, at times thrilling, at times a little frightening. More than once, I was convinced the bus might tip over as the driver weaved across the rough road, overtaking slower traffic. By the time I reached Mbala, the sun had already set. My hosts, strangers until that moment, met me where I asked to be dropped, on the roadside a few kilometers outside town. On arrival, I rested for a few days and then joined Grant, the owner of the homestead, on his trip into town. I was curious to see what the town had to offer.
I am in Mbala, the town close to the homestead, where the homestead is situated. It's about what? Between 10 and 20 kilometers, say 15 kilometers from the homestead. Quite a nice little town.
Taking my time as the sun it shines on me and everyone that has come to find this world is cruel, but there's nothing new.
This is a much nicer town than Mpika, that truck stop town. It's like a quaint village. It's pretty clean and it's interesting. But like usual, people don't like the camera, so it's hard for me to show you stuff because I ask people, do you mind if I take a video of your little shop? And they say no.
Towns where I'd rather be. They give me love and they set me free.
After a time of hard and rough traveling, a couple of weeks on this homestead are just what I needed. And I was thankful for the opportunity to take it easy for a while. Grant, his bubbly wife Lynn, and their extended family are wonderfully warm-hearted, salt-of-the-earth people. They invited me on an adventure across part of Lake Tanganyika to a paradisiacal lodge for a day of water sports and fun.
We are here next to Lake Tanganyika and we're going on a bit of a journey. You'll find out more as we go along.
Lake Tanganyika is the second largest freshwater lake in the world by volume, and the second deepest after Lake Baikal in Russia. It's shared by 4 countries: Zambia, Tanzania, Burundi, and the Democratic Republic of Congo, and holds about 17% of the world's surface fresh water. In recent years, water levels on Lake Tanganyika have risen dramatically, higher than they've been in decades. Scientists say it's mostly due to increased rainfall and changing weather patterns across Central Africa, part of a larger shift linked to climate change. The extra water has caused flooding along the shoreline, and in some areas, buildings, lodges, and old docks now sit partially underwater, silent reminders of how fast nature can reclaim the land. We used a rubber dinghy for the crossing. It would take 2 trips to get us all there, so some of us went to the harbour to wait for a second ride across the lake. This kind of boat keeps you close to the water, where every splash and shimmer feels alive. The lake was calm at first, then small waves began to roll in, catching the light like liquid glass. Out here, surrounded by endless blue, it's hard to believe this is a freshwater lake and not the ocean. As we glided across the surface, heading toward a small resort, it felt like a journey through both beauty and time, a reminder that even the most peaceful places are constantly changing.
I just arrived in paradise at this lodge. You have to cross the lake for to get here. But there's a braai, there's a bar, it's beautiful. But apparently tourism has dropped a lot here and it's hard to get people here. Access is a problem. But once you get here, it is like paradise, absolutely.
Here on the northern shore of Lake Tanganyika lies a little slice of paradise, Isanga Bay Lodge. With the water shimmering in hues of blue and green, time seems to slow down. The lodge offers beautiful chalets and traditional rondavels built of rock and thatch, each with hot and cold showers and ensuite bathrooms. It's simple, genuine and full of character. No glitzy distractions. Just nature, space and heartfelt hospitality. Lodge activities include kayaking across calm bays, snorkeling in clear, shallow water, boat hire, bird watching and sunset cruises.
Just say P like you move it.
It's the morning after our journey across Lake Tanganyika to Isanga Bay Lodge. Back on the farm, the aroma of freshly roasted coffee beans fill the air. Grant, the heart and soul behind bush brew coffee, is at work. The beans are sourced from Mount Sunzu Coffee Estate, situated at the base of Mountain Sunzu. The region's high elevation, rich soils and perfect climate create an ideal environment for Arabica coffee cultivation. Grant has also taken his love for coffee a step further by planting his very own bush brew coffee trees right here on the homestead. Life on a northern Zambian homestead is challenging, with remoteness and scarce resources, yet its simple rhythms carry a profound and gentle beauty. Here on the homestead, Grant gives the local community the opportunity to grow their own corn. Today, people are working together to process the harvest into bags of maize. It's a true group effort. Everyone has a role, from husking and grinding to bagging and stacking. What some places might call child labor here is simply the way life has always worked. From a young age, children learn alongside adults, pitching in and sharing the responsibility. There is a sense of rhythm and tradition in their work, a shared purpose that binds the community together.
Let's talk malaria. I just want to preface this by saying I'm not a doctor. This is not medical advice. This is just me on my third journey up Southern Africa, and me that have talked to many expats in Southern Africa, in malaria areas. Some of them have been living here for decades and have had malaria multiple times a year. And this is their advice and this is what they do. I've never spoken to anybody that lives here permanently or semi-permanently that takes preventative malaria medication. There's a lot of paranoia in South Africa where I come from. People tell you, you have to do this, take this medication before you go up, blah, 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 all that stuff. None of the people that live here permanently or semi-permanently I know about does this. This is how they deal with it. And like I say, some of them will have malaria twice or 3 times a year for 30 years even. I am now in the north of Zambia, very much a malaria area. I am not on preventative medication at all, any chemical type of medication. What I do have is this, and this is what I call a malaria treatment pack, if you want to call it what you want. But I keep this on me at all times where I travel. It's not expensive. You can get some of this at clinics for free here in Africa. They're all over the place. And this is what most people do that live here permanently or semi-permanently. All the people I know do this. Let me first unpack this pack. Okay. So what we have here is basically, you get many different varieties, or I don't know if you get many, but you get a few different varieties of the same type of thing. This is a course that you take after you are diagnosed with malaria or after you know you have malaria. And it's basically based on herbal. It's based on the wormwood tree. That's the main ingredient, extract from wormwood. So it's not a chemical. And it's got another part to it which deals with the longer term effects of malaria. So malaria is a parasite. As far as I know, like I say, I'm not an expert, but the parasite in your bloodstream doubles every 24 hours or something like that. So it progresses very quickly. So this is one part of it. This is the actual treatment. Then there is this, and the people who gave me this pack like this have been staying here for more than 20 years. So the other thing that's in here then is this doxycycline. And then you will get a fever, obviously. And this is like paracetamol, any type of paracetamol thing that will help you with fever. So this is how this will work. The first moment you start feeling you're getting malaria, for me it's a fever and a bit of a cold fever and a bit of a sweat and that uncomfortable feverish feeling. That's how it presented itself to me every time. Apparently it presents itself to people differently. But then immediately you start going on this course. And this is 4 tabs every 8 hours until this is finished. And this antibiotic thing is 1 tab twice a day for 5 days. And the paracetamol you take for your fever and uncomfortableness of the fever, which you will get. In other words, the trick here is to self-medicate as quickly as possible once you feel the first symptoms. Like I said, malaria progresses very quickly. And then you just treat yourself and you'll go for 2 or 3 days, probably about 3 days. You'll feel bad, you'll be sick, but the medication will work. It will kill the parasites and you will come through unscathed on the other side, mostly. There are different strains of malaria, obviously, but the majority of the time you will be absolutely fine if you do this. So that is the advice I can give. Do your own research, speak to your own medical people, but this is what most people do, or this is what all the people I know do that are living permanently or semi-permanently in malaria areas in Africa. So there you go. Friday and I'm back in town just checking out the market. Apparently on Fridays it's cleaning days right across Zambia. In the mornings they clean all the trash, and now it's market day on Friday in Mbala.
The heart of any town here beats in its market, and Mbala is no exception. Colourful stalls line the dusty streets, overflowing with fresh produce, grains and handmade goods. The scent of dried fish mingles with the earthy aroma of freshly harvested maize and cassava. Shoppers move through the market in a steady rhythm, haggling, chatting and exchanging laughter. It's more than a place to buy and sell. The market is a meeting point, a hub of community life, where stories are shared, friendships are forged, and the vibrant spirit of the town comes alive.
Well, it's always a bit of a tense situation to take video here, which is kind of sad, but hey, what can I do? So I was going into this little restaurant, asked the guy that was standing there, can I take a picture of your food? He said yes, and then I took a quick shot, and then a lady came in and said, no, what are you doing? And she wanted to stop me from going out. She wanted to force me to buy food. I mean, that's like kidnapping, you know. That should carry a prison sentence. You can't force me to buy something because I took a 2-second video clip. Come on, man. Since it's Friday weekend, and I'm also gonna try and release a vlog now every Friday, I decided it's time for a little party. I haven't had any form of booze for a long time, and so I bought this local booze, but you know, it is so cheap. Like, I'm afraid I might go blind or something. It's like I paid 60 kwacha, which is like, I don't know, something like 50 rand for 2 little bottles of what they call vodka, white spirits, and 3 Pepsis. I mean, that is really cheap.
I had a fantastic stay here with a great family. I highly recommend you make use of their campsite if you are coming this way. To show my appreciation, I decided to leave behind an art piece, and so this place will become part of my art route.
Schaefer house, painting done, leaving for Malawi today. There's the reveal. I'm leaving the Schaefer camp here in Mbala, the north of Zambia, hitchhiking to Malawi, one of my favorite places. And I had a wonderful stay here. Thank you so much, guys, for the family, your extended family, all the people that were here. You are great, beautiful, good people, and you are a rare find. I hope people will see this and they will come and stay here, because it's totally worth it. And I'm leaving this artwork here that becomes part of my art route, and I will surely, if the universe allows me, I will be back to leave more paintings and to have more good times. Thank you very much. So this little artwork is a representation of the little house, the Schaefer house, where we had wonderful, colorful, amazing times around the table, drinking the best coffee in Africa. In the next episode, and I'm on my way to the border of Malawi.
Be free.